Tower Hamlets, East London. In no other part of the capital are there more fast food outlets than here. On average, there is one fast food restaurant for every 350 people. Accordingly, also the amount of fast food eaten here is higher than in other areas. But that's not the only problem. A new study from the Centre for Food Policy at City University shows that junk food in East London contains huge amounts of trans fats. Trans fats contain no nutritional value and consist of chemically altered oils. One of the authors of the study is Professor Martin Caraher, who explains what trans fats are and why they are so dangerous.
Trans fats get into the food in two ways. There's a natural level of trans fats which you can't control, and then there's an industrial trans fat which is artificially added to food. And the third way that does happen is when you reuse oil in terms of cooking oil, you can turn some of the existing fats into trans fats. They're particularly dangerous for coronary heart disease. I mean, there are some other implications in terms of their fats, so obesity, etc., etc. But the big danger for a population is coronary heart disease.
Are the public aware of these health impacts? We went to see if people think about their health when eating out.
Yeah, I always feel a little bit dirty when I go into a McDonald's. You can feel your arteries just like groaning, and you just think this is not going to end well.
The NHS Trust here specialises in digestive and coronary diseases. 1 in 6 deaths can be linked to coronary heart disease, the highest rate in London. This can be attributed both to the culture and the lack of nutritional understanding of a healthy diet in the borough. In the study, the authors analysed the amounts of trans fats found in different types of fast food. The highest was found in doner kebabs, but this is a problem which could be solved at the source.
What you've got is one supplier distributing to a number of fast food outlets. So if you work up the chain with the supplier, you don't actually have to work necessarily with all the independent outlets. You can go up the food chain and change the composition of the food itself.
So with kebabs, it's the producer who probably causes the high amount of trans fats. With other fast foods, it's the use of oil. Using palm oil and reusing it several times leads to an increasing amount of trans fats in fast food. These procedures are mainly conducted by little private restaurants, and not by big international franchises. But the small fast food outlets play an important role in the vibrancy of East London.
I might have fast food maybe once a week, but it's kind of a luxury more than anything else.
Once or twice a week?
About once a week.
Every day.
Okay. And what's your favourite type of fast food?
Oh, just chips and chicken, really, yeah.
So KFC, probably.
A really good chicken burger is very good, but it has to be a really good chicken burger, not a crappy fried one.
Traditionally, fast food and street food are part of culture, and we're talking about a community who use fast foods for different reasons. You're often talking about people in low paid and piecemeal work. So actually having fast food and takeaways is one way that they don't have to spend time away from work, and that's very important. It actually does fill a cultural vacuum there.
Yes, please, Nani. What would you like?
Ali Akur owns a family restaurant in London. He is keen to point out that he makes his food as healthy as he can.
How many people have salad with their kebabs? All of them. Everyone has salad. Every then you're going to get the salad. When you all of the people, when you take them kebab, you're going to take it with the salad as well. Never customer you see them without the salad. We sell them. All of them get the salad. And do people come here to buy salad on its own? Oh yes. Okay. Sometimes. Your vegetable bill is going to come to here for the salad as well. And how much is a salad on its own? Just salad? Yeah. £1.20. So what type of oil do you use for frying the chips? With vegetable oil. Vegetable oil. And how often do you change that? Every 5 days. Every week we're going to change the oil. Do we have to?
Changing the oil only once in 5 days will lead to a huge amount of trans fats in his food. Are people aware of the possible health impacts of this way of cooking?
Do you think about the health implications of fast food restaurants?
Only as far as that's why I go for chicken. But other than that, no, not really.
I know I've got a couple of friends that eat too much, I'd say, but family and stuff, we eat together, so it's alright, yeah.
The study highlighted that people weren't ignoring healthy food altogether. Instead, many were adding a meal from a fast food outlet to the staple diet they already had. A recommendation was to implement a universal traffic light guide to emphasise the nutritional content of the foods, much like many supermarkets' produce, though that is something that may not translate across cultures. The local supermarket isn't even that well advertised. It's only 100 yards from the main road, but there are many chicken shops in the way, So many people probably don't even know about the many healthy options that are on offer here.
I think the problem we had in the East End of London was that there wasn't a healthy option available. That's the point. I mean, so that if you were eating out, no matter where you went, you hadn't actually got a healthy option.
As Professor Carrow has said, the aim of the report was not to make people stop eating out in restaurants, but to make them more aware of the health impacts of eating out all the time. 4 of the main conclusions from the outcome of the study were to make more information available in the restaurants about the nutritional benefits of healthy options. Second was to make them more affordable, and third was to make them more accessible and more available. And the fourth one, perhaps the most important, was to teach owners of fast food restaurants the health impacts that they may be having on those who eat out in their restaurants. From Elements Productions, I'm Michael Jones.